Hey, Arthur Lee fans and Love fans, this is one of the most famous musical places in history. It's called the Castle. At least it was called the Castle in the 1960s. This is where Love with Arthur Lee hung out and wrote all the great songs from the 1960s. And there's a famous recording of Love performing on the Dick Clark Show, and he asks them if they really live in a castle, and they go, yeah, we live in a castle. And here it is. This is where everything was hopping and happening in the 1960s. Frank Zappa, the Doors, Buffalo Springfield, the Mamas and Papas, everybody walked through these doors, and there was parties galore happening. I mean, if whatever drug you wanted, this is where it was at. All the sex you want, the free sex you want, would have been here. In fact, Jim Morrison was such a pest that Arthur Lee had to tell him to skedaddle. Look at that. Wonderful. Could you believe it? It was all dilapidated in the 1960s. And here would have been the view of the Hollywood Hills that every morning all the people would have been getting up from their hangovers and just tripping at it, all the landscape there. And can you believe it? The people that let Arthur Lee and Love live there practically let them live there for free. It was practically falling apart. The plumbing was busted, nothing worked. But some of the greatest songs were written in this building right here. Thank God it's still here. In fact, a couple of years before Arthur Lee died, they did a documentary, and he took a tour of this place, so you can see it on YouTube, I guess, or you probably can still buy it, the documentary about Love. So now I'm going to take you, Love fans, to where Arthur Lee grew up in LA, and just a couple of short years later, after developing that immense talent, look where he ended up. And yeah, I think they only lived here about a year or two, but this was like the happiest place on earth at one time, believe it or not. Now look at the streets, they're all vacant. Just a bunch of wealthy people ensconced in their security. If only those walls could talk, as they say, huh? Okay, Love fans, especially you British fans, I know you guys love Love and Arthur Lee. Well, here it is, the famous castle. Hope you enjoyed this.